EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Denver Broncos. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Regular. 54.
Hey, seam 6. My God.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Mayfield sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Hey, Delta.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Pull it high.
54, right there. 54.
Regular.
All day, defense, all day. Check three.
Hey, alert 33. Done.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
Check three. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
We're going to 54.
A 1st carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Mike, here we go. Line 8. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line 8.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Check 52.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Check 50. Check 50. Then we're going to 53. Check 26.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. On the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott from the gun. He completes it to Tate. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards on the play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now it's Hunt. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
From the gun, Mayfield gets it to Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon, 82 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. At their own 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound it.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
To throw again on second down. Prescott forced out to his left. Going deep for Walker. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Sam Cook on now to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, Wahoo! 54.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
On the return, it's Tate. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Geno Atkins got home that time.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Check 55 tonight. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Hey, watch the slant. We're going to 54. Why is? Then we're going to 53.
To try again after the sack. Prescott throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. But now it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. the shotgun. It's Prescott. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Shift.
Back. Hurry. I got it.
From the 40 now on second down. Mayfield. It's complete to Robinson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
What we got? Shift. Check 9. Showing up. Joker.
Alert. Hurry. I got it.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Regular.
Watch the twist.
Kings. Pistol. I got it.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Shaq Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check.
Alert.
SOS.
Run.
SOS.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Hurry.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Boy, you sure don't see that too often.
I guess you can't really call anything a gimme, but you figure with his track record, that's a sure thing. But it turns out, it's not the case.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. On the run, this is Hunt. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here's Hunt. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
53.
Here's Prescott. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And now look at him go. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Kareem Hunt, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Mayfield down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Hey, alert 33.
Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go. Hatchet.
Mayfield looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Regular.
54.
Hey, Alpha.
54.
Okay, baby. Hurry.
Now Mayfield. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Now it's Tate. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. All right, here we go. 46.
Give me that ball.
46.
1st down, Prescott. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Prescott. He's got his man. This is Tate. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. Dak and the offense still out there. They're going to go for it.
Kill. 27.
Now Prescott on 4th down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs.
Watch 54. Watch 54. Drop deep, drop deep. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Wide, get wide. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
First down, Mayfield. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
King. Mike 54. Go. 54. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Check 99. Check 99. Undercross.
Throwing, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Enunwa again the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Check 13. Check 13.
Hey, alert 33.
Same. Switches.
Hey, alert.
Here's Mayfield. And able to find Conley. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Hey, alert.
54, right there.
Hey, alert 33.
I know he ain't got it. He's checking. Crash.
Up.
Kill.
Real.
Kill.
Hurry.
Stay at home. Mike 54. I smell fear.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Come on.
Hurry.
54's Mike. Check.
Point it right.
Watch the run. They're running it. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let him know.
My touch.
They'll throw now on the final play. And this is caught inside the 5. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. Fairly short here. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
And ready to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Hunt. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
Mike 55, Mike 54.
Go to 54, go to 54. Run.
55 is Mike.
Go, get out there. Get 26.
Prescott to throw it. Going deep for Walker. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for New England. 49 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Hey, kill. 47. 26.
Right there, 55. Watch the sled.
26.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Delaney Walker. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And Pointer, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
High 7.
Check. Crunch.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty.
You've got to know as a quarterback that it's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
I'm coming back. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Double dog. That's the way.
Check. Here we go. Go to 54. Line. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's going to go down again. Mack Wilson in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
He's crazy.
We're going to 54. Line.
Watch the safety creep. Hey, watch it. Watch twist.
We're going to 53. Here we go. 47. 26.
Prescott from the gun. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing on second down. Mayfield got an open man. It's a noon one. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Okay, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Sponge. No. Tight dog. Up. Turn up. Kill.
Real.
Check nickel.
A first down throw from Mayfield. This is caught by Robinson. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And the pass complete to Anunwa. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Switch. Check 26.
King.
Right there. 54, right there.
Mayfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Quincy Anunwa. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
The defense is going to have to start doing something different because this guy's out, especially down here in the red zone. He's been one of the top receiving tight ends here in the first half of the season.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Kareem Hunt with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Hey, alert 33.
Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep.
Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield on first down. It's caught. Humphries. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
54.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield sets up the screen to Gordon. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
54.
And again, it's Mayfield. Able to get this to Gordon. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Hurry, hurry.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Watch the ship. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Bravo. Watch out.
Mayfield now from the 50. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Right there, 54 Mike. 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
Hurry.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
He's back to throw. Caught here by Conley. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Check, check, watch 54.
Hey, exit.
Yeah. Hey, 1 set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hurry, hurry.
Now Mayfield. Over the middle, it's complete. Past the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I know it was a completion, but probably not the best decision to throw the ball to the middle of the field here. No timeouts. Give a ton of credit to him making the catch and finding a way to get to the sideline and get out of bounds.
Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10, and he's 6 of 7 now on this drive.
Hey, echo.
Mike 54. Mike 54. All day, punk.
From from the red zone now. They'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Quincy Enunwa with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
So now a big play here as the Broncos will line up to go for 2.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Regular.
Here we go. Hey, watch.
Back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And this is secured by the Patriots. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run the play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where I came from.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Check 15. Check 37. Check 30.
We're going to 54. Why here?
Check. Watch twist. Switch. Out.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Check 55, Mike. It's a party now.
Here we go. Go to 54. Why here? Here we go. Going to 53.
Kill. Check. Slam. Watch that.
Here we go. Going to 54. Why here? 26.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Kill.
Bang. Shoot. Back. Shift.
We're going to 54. Why here?
Check 9.
26.
On first down, it's Hunt. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They run again with Hunt. And he's across. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Gay is on for the point after. And that makes it a 9-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jason McCourty.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and they